What's up, YouTube, and what's up, family on Instagram?
Hello.
So, without further ado, and I cannot see anything in these glasses. I am literally blind.
I think these are the flip-up ones, right?
Yeah. We got a lot of Rolex. We got a lot of premium hype stuff. To start off with the first box, and I hope I'm panning this to the right camera.
Let's see what we got here.
Rose gold olive, obviously a fan favorite from the moment it was released up until now, and obviously there's talks about it getting discontinued. And again, we don't play ball that way no more. We don't speculate. We don't act.
You can't speculate because every year it's the same thing. Everyone thinks this is going to get discontinued. This is going to get discontinued. The prices go up, and then it doesn't get discontinued. But
nonetheless, this is still trading at a healthy premium, a very healthy premium, may I say, based on what the retail price is. And based on what the premium, what they used to trade at, right?
No,
so it's a very healthy time to buy this watch.
I think this combination between the rose gold with the green, it's my grail as well. But this combination is timeless. I mean, I can't ever see this going out of style. You know what I'm saying? Like the John Mayer with the yellow, gold, and the green. Maybe that at some point will go out of style. The blue at some point will go out of style. But this dark, sort of olive green.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful watch.
Timeless. We have something that doesn't suck, which is another Rolex. Yeah. So smaller box, maybe less significant than the last one. Ooh.
Anyway, guys, the white gold, or otherwise known as Ghost Daytona. In fact, I always said this many times before. I always prefer my Daytonas in a lighter metal, whether it's platinum, whether it's white gold, whether it's stainless steel, because I think this pays homage to racing, this pays homage to sport, and I think anything that's sporty should be in a lighter metal. And I think this 100%. Is one of my favorite modern day Rolexes, period.
I agree. You can't go wrong with something that's monotone. It's just clean, classic, simple.
If you want something that's a precious metal that you know is expensive, but you don't want to flex, Ghost Daytona is the way to go.
Yellow gold, classic, clean, simple. I've been looking for one for 2 years, and we never got one in stock.
What do you mean? A white Roman day-date?
White Roman day-date. I'm actually serious. We never got one in stock.
We have 2 in stock.
Now we do.
Yeah.
But up until this point, we hadn't got one.
We literally have 2. We have 2 pre-owned ones in stock, but I know this came for your buddy that wanted it fresh and brand new. So exactly. This pretty much scratches the same itch as that rose gold olive with precious metal classic day-date 40. Yeah. And some people just like yellow gold or rose gold, whatever the case may be. And the white dial is super clean. It literally is one of those watches that you can wear with anything. Anything that has a white dial or black dial for the most part. For sure. From a fashion standpoint, you can rock it with anything.
Do you go with white or champagne?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
For a day-date.
That's a tough one. I would probably go with the champagne is like the OG day-date from back in the day. So like it has to be that one. But
white gives that same feel.
For me, there's too much champagne going on there. So I like that a little bit of
the break.
Yeah.
No dates up.
Yeah. Did you have to look at the reference number to figure out what it was?
No, there's
no date.
There's just not much to say about it. It's just a no dates up.
Listen. With not much to say about it.
It's extremely clean.
You know, a lot of people prefer the fact that it doesn't have a date. I could never understand why.
You know why? It's because of the Cyclops.
Of course.
The little bubble. Some people think it breaks up the watch.
Again, it's one of those things. If you can rock a Daytona that doesn't have a date, then you can certainly rock a no dates up. Some people don't even really care for the date. That's one of those things that I definitely need in a watch. Yeah. Daytona doesn't have.
100%, 100%. We got one right here, actually.
All right.
Another one, so I'll let you.
This is the one that I want to spend a good amount of time on, and it is the titanium Yacht-Master 42 from last year's Watches and Wonders 2023 release. And I already did a mini unboxing on Saturday. Shout out to Nina for posting that, in which I discussed the reason that an unboxing for it was needed on Saturday, because this is the first time I actually held this watch. It's the first time we had one. We've sold one before, but it was a drop shipment. And once I got this in, I was immediately fascinated with it. I mean, look, at first glance from far, it doesn't look like anything special. In fact, you can probably confuse it for Submariner from far. But once you see it up close and you feel the weight of the titanium Yacht-Master, and you see like that smoky stealth-like gray, it just speaks to me. I can't really explain the fact that it's titanium and it's an exotic element even by Rolex standards. Makes it just that much more exclusive. I know for a fact that the hardest Rolex to get in the catalog is a Rolex Rainbow Daytona. Yeah. Then you have the new Le Mans Daytona, which is damn near impossible to get. The puzzle emoji, and then this sits right beneath that.
This is number 4.
Like even if you look on Chrono 24 for the whole entire global market, there's 34 listings I checked, and there's only about 11 with pricing. That means the remaining 23 are probably just ghost listings. So there's literally no availability of this watch.
Actually,
and I love it. I want this watch for myself.
I like that about the watch. It's got this mysterious feel to it, but at the same time, it's like It almost feels like a starter watch, and that's what I was excited when it was released.
It's so light.
They announced the price. I think the retail price is around like 15,000.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people came out thinking like, okay, you know, maybe it'll be around that $18,000, $20,000 mark. However, now this watch is 40,000, and it's not very affordable for someone that's just trying to get into Rolex. I think it's a great starter watch, but you know,
well, considering the market price of it, it's not really the best starter watch per se, but
it's not a good starter watch.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I always like to get things in stock that you just can't get from the stores. I almost feel like I'm treasure hunting, right? Yeah. I feel like a pirate, and I went out there and I like scored some treasure. So.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah. Okay, so the real reason that my guy sold this to me was for the reason being that he wears a lot of precious metal watches. And he wears precious metal watches that are not yellow or rose gold, so white gold or platinum. Yep. And he said that this was just simply too light for him. But I love light watches. We love our Richard Milles. So, all right, moving on. We got, actually probably, it's always a toss-up for me in terms of what my favorite OP is, right? Other than the Tiffany, because the Tiffany, obviously, if you know you got the Tiffany, you got like...
I was stuck on the Tiffany for a while. I own the green one.
Are you off the Tiffany
I'm off the Tiffany train. So I own the green one for a little bit because I was like, it's nice, it's a change. I sold it after 3 days. And then now I've been wearing this black one, which I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look. I've said this many times before. The OP41 to me is like I would take this any day over any Datejust because it's just it's so unique, it's so different, it's so colorful. There's so much character behind it, and like I like the numerals on it. I like every single color that it comes on. In fact, the black one that you have on to me is just a better looking watch than any Datejust.
No, it's true.
And obviously we bleed green over here because we're 215 and we're Philadelphia. So if you're a Philadelphia guy, or even if you're a Green Bay Packers guy, or if you're anything
that has to do with green.
Anything that has to do with green, and you don't want to spend 20,000 plus on a Hulk. This is the next best choice right here.
Got one more Rolex. We got some Patek. Small Rolex box.
Little guy, just a little guy.
Hopefully it has a big surprise in it though, because it feels heavy.
Oh man, he's skimped us on 2 boxes.
It's true.
All right, yeah. So
we bought the other one off.
Anyway, guys, so a lot of times when we go through the sell portal and people offer us stuff to buy. There are cases in which they put in the wrong reference number, which is okay. Yeah. So that's why we have a quality control procedure. The watches come in, we check out the condition of them, and if a renegotiation needs to happen, then it's gonna happen. So actually in a perfect case scenario like this watch came in, wrong reference, so did the Ghost Daytona with the wrong boxes. This is where we get back to the negotiation table and try to have a conversation to see if we can come to a deal with the client. But you know, let's talk about the watch instead. I mean, look, I've said this many times before, in my opinion, the Oyster Flex Daytona was probably one of the best touches Rolex has done in terms of engineering to their watches ever, period. You know what I mean? Back in the day when I used to sell leather strap Daytonas, they were never a thing. Nobody ever really wanted them. They kind of fit like the dressy look, but at the same time, a Daytona was always so sporty. Yeah. But this is like a perfect blend of both, where it's something that you can dress up, something that you can wear on a daily that's sporty, and the fact that it has a ceramic bezel, which Rolex has yet to do besides their Le Mans white gold Daytona.
You know what I would really like to see? I want to see Rolex come out in the next few years. You know how they did the beaches?
Yeah. Ooh,
I want to see something. I want to see something on Oyster Flex, different colors, greens, pinks, blues, yellows, on Oyster Flex. I think it would absolutely kill it.
That actually be pretty dope. But
you know, it makes sense too. But for now, Sundust, it's probably one of the best styles, besides for the baguette.
Again, this is just one of those things where it's his personal preference. which metal do you like? Which style do you like? My personal favorite is always going to be the Ghost one, because I think it's just, if for my purposes, if I was wearing that watch, it wouldn't be to kind of flex or to dress up. It would be something for more of a sporty vibe, and that's where the white gold comes in. But they're all beautiful. So
100%.
Great things come in brown boxes, as I always say, but the brown boxes have not yet arrived, so we're going to have to deal with the travel pouches. Yeah, brown pouches. Yeah. These are actually, as a matter of fact, Patek makes the best travel pouches. I don't know.
We make the best packaging overall. Right?
Yeah. Obviously, great things come in brown boxes. I'm gonna let you start it off.
Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna let you explain this one.
Yeah. I mean, look,
because I'm not too well versed in the ladies' Pateks.
So this is a ladies Aquanaut 5072 reference. It is basically the most elegant or dressy Patek Philippe Aquanaut that you can have at the time. And then they started to make a baguette bezel, then they started to rainbow them out, and now they're just getting crazy. Even with Patek's new release, you just have crazy gem setting, crazy baguette setting on their Aquanauts, and this is like the starter for like really, really expensive Aquanauts for ladies. Every time I get these in, they sell super well overseas. Aquanaut 5072, strap-on cut. That's great.
It's a good color on the strap too.
Yeah, sick. Soft. You can you almost under these lights need to do one of these. Almost there. Like if the dial was baguette, then I'd pull one of these.
Yeah, for sure. You know, but it has a really nice mother of pearl dial. It's not too much. It's not too pearly. Like it's very.
I do wish that they, which they didn't do this time around, is that they made a 5072 in a slightly bigger case size, because I do, in my opinion, think it is kind of small. Again, it's not for a guy for the most part, but
you can't really compare it just because this is honestly big on a woman's wrist, depending on the woman, obviously.
What, I mean, the strap or the case size?
Case size.
I think it's universally a good fit if you have a small wrist or if you have a big wrist. You know, it's more
Depends.
of a, you know.
I've seen 31 millimeters look like 42 millimeters on some women. You know?
Some women, yeah.
So it's like.
All right, so going from women, let's talk about the men's Nautilus 5712 in rose gold. And again, this is probably one of the best dress watches that you can buy for the money. Yeah. Look, it's a watch that's been out for a very, very long time, and I think one of the best things Patek Philippe did was add a bracelet to the newer model 5712 on a bracelet. It's absolutely sick, aesthetically perfect. Love the rose gold, love the smoky gray chocolate type dial. And the profile on this watch is super thin, so if you want to wear this under a cuff, it's just perfectly well balanced, and it's just unmistakably Patek Philippe with that Nautilus case design.
Would you consider this sort of a dog?
No, not at all.
Compared to some of the other Nautiluses that they've came out with?
Dog is not the wrong word.
Because I feel like these don't sell, or these haven't sold as well as maybe even the white gold.
Bracelet, because Nautilus is a watch that you know goes hand in hand with bracelet, and people want to wear their Nautiluses for the most part on a daily basis. That's why stainless steel Nautiluses are so popular. But yeah, we do really well with 5712 rose golds, so love the watch. Keep it cranking.
I see 2 green boxes. This is the issue with some of these older boxes.
Oh my goodness.
Is it's sort of the box starts to deteriorate without.
If it's stored in a certain temperature, like a box, in that, that's kind of what happens. You gotta
store your 𝗙𝗰𝗲𝗍𝗄𝗏 boxes in a humidifier.
All right, so we have a Lang up down in rose gold 1815. It's a watch that I ordered for a client. It actually took about 2 weeks to get here. And in my opinion, look, this is a watch from a manufacturer like Lange & Sohn, finest German engineering, and universally known as one of the finest watch brands of all time. And here's a watch that you can have under $22,000 in rose gold with complications. 1850, I don't know if you guys can see this over here. It obviously came off of the strap. We got to put that strap on, but for the most part, this is an exquisite piece, and we do really well with them. We do really well with Langes that are under a certain price point. It's weird. Like a Lang sells for us the best under 30,000 or over 100,000.
Yeah, there's no in between.
The in-between market we find for Langes is very, very weird. You know, anything that's in the 6 figures is something that's super special. You know, Zeitwerk striking times or Datograph perpetuals, whatever the case may be. Like those sell because they're super exclusive, and anything that's under 30K, anything that's under 25K even. Yeah. So
for sure,
great to have this in. So let's wrap things up with AP. I mean, listen, if Roman was here, he would say anything by Audemars Piguet is great. You know?
It's true.
Me and AP have a very weird relationship. It's not very healthy.
Oh, ending it on a simple.
Yeah. So
pretty simple note.
15720 reference, gray diver. Actually, I think this is my favorite gray diver. My favorite diver.
Yeah. Well,
no, it's a lie. It's ceramic diver for sure, and the white ceramic. So besides the white ceramic and the black ceramic,
excluding ceramics, this is definitely one of those divers that you can throw on with basically anything. Yeah, it's got a great monotone look between the dark blue with the gray, even some of the white in there to break it up a little bit. But divers all around, they do fit great because they don't have the chrono. And you know, it's if you want that offshore, but you can't really stand having the chrono pushers sort of digging into your skin. This does the job and gives the same exact look.
It's also much more minimalistic looking than, because a lot of times offshore's got a lot of things going on, but obviously Best thing about this diver is the interchangeable strap, which I think was,
for sure.
was a huge touch.
The win for 𝗙𝗄𝗄.
We like our divers here.
We like our
do
divers.
very well with divers here. Perfect price point for like your entrance Audemars Piguet Royal Oak offshore. Yeah. Obviously, the interchangeable strap models bring a little bit more money, but
for sure.
They're kind of hovering around that retail price range, so it's a healthy buy.
100%.
So if it's something that you're looking for something new, you want to experience the diver, the gray one is definitely a great choice.
Or the green one.
Or the green one. Or the blue one, or any one. But I actually like the gray one.
Any diver. So that concludes our unboxing for today. We really appreciate you guys watching as always. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Good job, Alex. I was gonna make Alex do an unboxing by himself because I like to challenge my guys.
I'm here now.
But you did a really wonderful job. I think Roman should have you on more often.
Quite possibly.
But yeah, guys, excited for this week. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.